Hello everybody, I am back, finally. Sorry about that all, but we are actually getting back into game number 2 right now between Elf Crew and Forza.
Yep, last time I was pretty darn close. Elf Crew stealing it away just at the very last second. Could not have been closer. Forza coming in, as we mentioned, as the number 16 seed in this tournament, which is why they're facing up against the number 1 seed, Elf Crew, in the first round of competition, but still took Elf Crew right to the edge. Now, this time around, it's going to be Elf Crew over on the red team, securing that first blood, and we'll see if Rabbit's able to come out big for Elf Crew once more. Was the catalyst for taking Elf Crew over the top last time around? Perhaps they can do it again.
Elf Crew does seem like they do have pretty good control of the map. You do see Forza spread really thin, not really being able to understand where these enemies are. They are picking up some kills, however, Elf Crew still having the advantage right now. Rabbit going hard with 4-0. He is in a tough situation and he does get backstabbed, ending his kill streak. But we still see Elf Crew bringing in kills, getting these double kills, while Forza still struggling to pick up these individual ones.
For a long time in game number 1, Forza were able to hold pace with Elf Crew and actually stay in the lead for a good portion of it. But Elf Crew saved their energy for the last part of the game, managed to bring themselves back up, keep the very close tight end of the game, and then just sneak ahead in the last seconds of the match. This time round, Elf Crew perhaps a little bit more comfortable on this map, and have managed to accrue themselves a pretty substantial lead already.
Well, Forza is finally picking up some kills, but we still do see Elf Crew fighting back as hard as possible. The use of the Dread Axe, sniping those enemies from far away. You also see those recon players staying in these kind of awkward corners, but it is catching Forza off guard. As you just see here, Elf Crew just continuously picks up these double kills, these triple kills, these multi-kills that Forza is not really able to come back from, and it's just helping them hold this lead, being about 7 points ahead right now. Still very, very comfortable lead they should have right now, especially on this map.
GoND for Forza is actually the best performing player in this game, but it's not helping until this moment. Forza managed to pick up a whole bunch of kills. Rabbit the only one to trade anything back at all. But this game's still a lot less even than the first time around. Perhaps Forza biding their time, but they've only got so much time before Elf Crew get too far ahead.
Yeah, they do need to be careful. If Elf continues on with the path they're going on right now, it will be extremely difficult to end this game right here. At least try to come back at the end of the game, the final few moments where teams usually tend to try to have these clutch moments, start picking up these massive amounts of kills. But if they just keep on letting Elf pick up these kills, if they just keep on letting the score stack up between the two, it'll be extremely hard for them.
Love good for Elf and GoND for Forza, both with 7-4, 7-3 records. The big difference maker is still going to be Rabbit in this game. Having 2 top performing players on Elf Crew, just very difficult for Forza to be able to deal with. And it's not going to change anytime soon, though we do see Grenade taking Rabbit off the board for a few seconds more. A chance for Forza to get in, especially if we see any more of Elf Crew kill themselves to make life easier for Forza.
They are still actually holding this amount of score difference right now, still about 7 points. So as long as they're able to continuously try to do this, at least hold it, they might still have a chance of clutching it for the final few moments of the game. Elf Crew, however, still trying to pick up as many kills as possible. American Sniper still running around with that Dread Eye. We also do see Nell running around with the Sniper as well. But we do see Forza starting to come back here.
Yeah, they're starting to close the gap. A big problem for Forza is Tip Top's death count at this point. Now running high with the most deaths in the game, with 11. The only person to hit double digits so far. But if Forza can manage to keep them from getting picked off, it could be big. But Elf Crew starts to build their own momentum, now building on that lead and nearly overtaking Forza by 10.
Yeah, just almost wiping out the entire Forza team right there. Forza all stuck in their spawn, they're coming out right here, but it does leave them as a vulnerable target for all these players. Rabbit, looking in the wrong direction for one moment, does get taken out because of that. We do see some of the Elf players getting caught off guard as well, getting separated from their team. It is not a very good situation for them, and we do see Forza actually recovering some of those points that they did just lose, bringing that score difference back to a similar amount, just enough that they might have a chance of winning this match right here. However, they do need to be careful. Elf Crew only needs to get 4 more points to finish off the second game.
It's been a very hard-fought game from Forza, but Elf Crew have been putting on a clinic in our game number 2 of today. Of course, if Elf Crew just find a couple more kills, they will be going through to the next round of competition with 1 game in hand already. The quarterfinals are very much within reach. Elf Crew will go up against the winner of Destruction U against Severe if Elf Crew win out, and they will, making it a clean 2-0 in our round of 16.
Good plays by Elf Crew. You can see a lot of the players on Elf Crew, and especially Lovegood Nell, did extremely well, and Rabbit even, did extremely well with holding their team up with those positive KDs, 14, 10, 10. Meanwhile, the remaining 2 still did extremely well as well, but not as good. But you can see Forza, they were struggling, especially Top, with that 6-15 score. Maybe if he stepped up his game in a bit, it could have helped out. For
sure. I mean, these teams oftentimes revolving around their ability to target down an individual member of the opposing team who's, more vulnerable to getting picked off. And ultimately, it's a numbers game for both these teams. Elf Crew taking advantage this time round and move forward with momentum into our quarterfinals.
Let's take a look at our brackets right now and see what has changed, see what teams have moved up so far since we last checked them. Armed Sisters taking out Break the Holy Flan, going to be in the quarterfinals already. Elf Crew versus Forza, we just saw that they will be moving up as well, so there's going to be either Destruction U or Severe. Old Glory moves up against Violence, which is, wasn't Violence our champions from last time? And Old Glory were our semi-final. Actually, no, they were both the finalists from last time, right?
Well, it's worth noting that it's not Old Glory, it's Old Glory, who I think may in fact be a different team entirely. But yes, if they manage to beat out Violence, who, you're right, have been our champions before in the first round of competition, it makes me think that we might be seeing it, if they're not the same team as Old Glory, certainly some very similar playing.
Well, we'll have to see if they do continue on with their bracket, if we do actually get into a match with them. Once Wolfclaw versus 1KL is done, we might be able to get into that matchup as well. Still Brave Cats versus Destiny still going on, ASN First Action versus Numbers still going on, and Sniping versus Ross Family still going on as well. We will be bringing you another match as soon as we do get into it, but in the meantime, we will take a short little break while everything is getting set up. Alright guys, we will be heading into our next game between Numbers and Destiny in just a few short moments. Numbers being a new team just set up this week, Destiny being a team that has played multiple times before. It will take a few moments until we do get into the match, so we will be back in a few short moments. Alright guys, it looks like there might be a small little delay in the time for them setting up this next tournament match and us getting into it. So we are actually going to be hosting up a custom game with the same password as always, ESL123.
Yep, guys, do come and join in. Of course, yesterday we did see Benates doing pretty darn well for himself in team battle, but it's only Hacksaw who's brave enough to take on all comers at the same time in the free-for-all. Please do come join us on the construction site to see if you can ruin Hacksaw's day and fulfill his many dire prophecies about what's going to happen next.
Man, I want to win some matches, but I don't know if I could do it or not. I believe in myself as long as I play properly, as long as I'm getting those kills and not dying myself. I feel I could do it. But you guys will have to stop me. It's up to you.
Yeah, that's very much true. Who will be our #1 joiner? This will, of course, be on the iOS platform. So if you've got an iPad or iPhone or anything of that ilk, please do come and join us. ESL123 will be the pass key. We've still got loads of spots open, so please do make your way across. Of course, we may have to jump out a little bit early because of the tournament games going forward, but for the time being, we'll try and get as much out of this custom game as we can.
Alright, I'm going to see if we can get at least 5 in here. Actually, we might be able to get more than 5 if we just wait a few short moments. At least maybe 6. Before we do start this first one right here. Boom. Are you going to join a team? That's the real question. There we go. But he's
Boom
still
is merely a tease.
just staying unassigned right now. We have 6, so that actually is a decent amount of number to start. Do not worry though, guys. There is still 6 more slots for you guys to get into this match.
Yeah, but ESL123, that pass key will work all the way up to the very end of the free-for-all. Of course, it can be a little bit tricky to win if you join it in later, so please do make your way across as soon as you possibly can. 6 spaces left for you to claim your glory by claiming Hacksaw's life.
Alright, getting into this free-for-all right here. I have a Dreadeye equipped. Don't know when I equipped this, but we could use it. Oh, I forgot I was terrible at sniping, but it'll work out somehow, right?
I believe that you do probably not believe.
Oh, what? Okay.
Oh, I I can honestly, words fail me. But not the best of starts for our good friendo Hacksaw, who is robbed instantly in the match. Can we see some no scopes? Can we just see some quick scopes? Yeah, there we go.
No scopes.
Enough bullets will put anyone down.
Not the best idea with this gun, especially since it does less damage. Also, probably not a good idea for me since I'm apparently terrible at sniping right now. We might want to try something else out. We'll try using this. I know it's a smart weapon from prestige stuff, but it's actually not that strong compared to some of the other ones. Especially, I don't have the suppressor on this one right here, but it's still quite a weak weapon. It doesn't do as much damage as like the assault thing. The bonus for it though is you get more accuracy if you actually hit targets. Like actually hit targets, you know. Because Haxor doesn't need to aim. Haxor just needs to believe, and people will die right in front of his eyes.
That's true. Hacksaw by name, Hacksaw by nature. So far, though, it's working out pretty well. Staying at the backside of here, people just seem to be serving themselves up for the taking.
Get sniped by a bull member. You need to be careful for that. Also, there's a guy right next to me. Can I get him? I got him. Alright, it's time for my comeback. I know where they all are right now. I'm gonna rush in here, get all these multi-kills, right? Possibly. Maybe miss my shots. Got one.
Oh, unfortunately, Hacksaw, or fortunately, depending on your point of view, our new passkey has been delivered onto us. So we will not be able to see out the end of this particular custom game. Though, honestly, you're doing pretty darn well, so it will be a shame to not find out if you could have taken this all the way to the finish line. You
know, I was in first place for a moment. I'm in first place again, so I think that's a good time to just end it. End it while you're ahead. So we're just going to be heading out of that. Looks like we will be getting into the game right now between Numbers and Destiny, and we will be getting into that lobby right now. Also, one thing that we are going to be starting up right now is our giveaway. Yes, that is right, guys. I know you guys do like having those giveaways. We are going to be doing one on our YouTube page right now. All you need to do is type in hashtag RO16 for a chance to win those 500 credits for Modern Combat 5 on our YouTube page. So I want to be seeing that in the chat right now. Hashtag RO16 while we are setting up our next match.
No reason not to take part in that. Even if you're watching over on Twitch, Mob Crush, or on Facebook, make your way across to the YouTube page, drop in your hashtag, and then we will let you know once the winner has been drawn. There will be 3 more draws during the course of today's tournament, so even if you don't win this time round, don't worry, you will have 3 more chances to get those 500 credits, the winner of which will get them usually about a week or so after they win.
Alright, we are getting into game number 1 between Numbers and Destiny. We have Numbers on the blue side, Destiny on the red side, and we will see Numbers taking that first blood with the Dreadeye, sniping people in the backs. Next picking up Wrecked, spotting a few more players right here, spamming with the Dreadeye, getting a lot of shots lined up. However, he does have to reload, he does have to back off for a short moment, is able to complete it and finish him off.
Wow, what a start to the game. 4-0 already with a 35% accuracy is very impressive. If we can see Numbers keep up this momentum, I have to think that they can have a very smooth game number 1 on conversion. Rooftops will be our second destination, whatever happens, with Scramble being our third if we do go through to a game 3.
Numbers is actually starting us off quite strong, that 9-4 lead, and they're just continuously being aggressive, pushing right here. Goofy did take 2 shots right there with his shotgun, the LNS. However, he does not finish the player off. He does have to back off. Zoma stuck here with low health. Looks like his teammate, or a teammate from Numbers, peeks in, finishes him off right there. Destiny not having too much luck with actually picking up kills from these Number members. Wrecked has picked up Goofy, but still just not really too many kills coming in right now.
Roxon 5-1 in this game, still maintaining a very impressive record. Zoma's going to be the highest scorer for Destiny, and right now has a pretty middling record with a 2-3 score. Gonna need to see something pretty special from Destiny. Though, to be fair, the numbers aren't as far away as they could be as we see kills being traded. It's gonna only be 6 away that Destiny have to try and make up, but Numbers are looking pretty darn confident in our game 1.
Destiny, it looks like they are kind of getting trapped in this one spawn right here. We do have Sultan trying to go for a smart flank right here. He does have the Firecracker. He knows there's a player on the bottom trying to pre-fire at him. Looks like he's not able to get that kill, but that does distract the enemy team enough, just enough, so his team can maybe, at least some of them, can make an escape out of that one location that they were stuck in before. We finally do see some of them moving out of that one spot, and we'll give them some time to actually maybe reorganize, get behind some of these Number players, and change up their gameplay.
Still for Roxon, the Numbers star player thus far, keeping on with that Dreadeye shooting across, allowing Numbers to continue to quite safely tick up kills. Nearly all of these kills getting traded backwards and forwards, but finally Numbers get a chance to take a few uncontested. Then we do see Zoma popping out with that shotgun, trying to get those kills through. Nice pick off by Numbers to try and deny that grenade throwing up to the top level. So, Numbers continue to build their advantage. Now going to be ahead by 7.
Yeah, Numbers they kind of dealt with that quite well. Destiny was able to get out of that spawn trap. They were actually spreading apart, but Numbers doesn't really care too much about that. They're just going to be pushing around as a team. Very, very good teamwork, very, very good map control by them. Keeping control of the top/bottom part of the map. We have a lot of players on the balcony. We also have a lot of players watching those entrances as well. Destiny's still just having a very tough time getting organized right here, pushing in as a team. We still do see a lot of their players extremely spread apart, and that's one thing that's really letting them down right now.
Numbers with the kill advantage are forcing Destiny into a position where Destiny has to try and aggress right into the jaws of Numbers. Numbers taking advantage, keeping it there. Kill lead, which honestly has been pretty reasonable for a long time now. Less than 3 minutes left on the clock, and Destiny are behind by 8.
Destiny, they still have a chance of coming back. 8 is not really too big of a score to actually get back, but right when I say that, Zion's picking up a nice double airstrike kill, widening the lead even further. Destiny will need to pull something out of the bag right here if they want any chance of coming back. They also need to start playing it slightly smarter if they want to actually be they need to be getting these double kills, these triple kills, without really trading too many kills to Numbers, especially with the amount of time left.
This game, one of our quarterfinals, has been pretty fierce. Numbers have very much shown up. Destiny, as a very established team, it's honestly pretty surprising to see them struggling this hard in game number 1. Numbers certainly putting us on notice that they could be a serious contender as this tournament continues. We'll see if Numbers can close out this game 1 and what happens in game number 2.
We did just see an RPG battle between Zeos and another member from Destiny, Caesar. It looks like Zeos was able to come through that alive, and we could see only 6 more kills for this game to be over for Numbers, and they're going to be going on their way for that, trying to get the final kill. Destiny still trying to hold on for these final few moments, but Numbers wants to end this as soon as possible.
Destiny able to pick up a couple of kills off a few small skirmishes, but Numbers are the ones winning the war right now. Only 2 away from this game 1 with a commanding 13 kill lead so far. Will Numbers try and close it out here, or will they be cautious with the last minute or so left on the clock? One more comes in, and no, Numbers are going to take game 1 very fiercely. We do see Zayas and Rox both doing very well for them.
Yeah, very, very well. 14-4 and 12-7. Great scores by them. We did see Rex still going positive on Destiny's team. They might need to change something up, however, for the next game. Next game will be a team battle on rooftops. It will be a close quarters map, so the gameplay style might change, and it might change in favor of Destiny. We'll have to wait and see how that turns out. In the meantime, we will be taking a short little break. Guys on YouTube, or even if you're not on YouTube, make sure you do head over to our YouTube page. We are doing a giveaway right now. All you need to do is type in hashtag RO16 on our YouTube chat for a chance to win 500 credits for Modern Combat 5.
No reason at all not to enter, but do stay tuned for our second quarterfinal game between Numbers and Destiny. Will we see Destiny come back and pull us through to game 3, or will Numbers continue to dominate? The only place you can find out is here, and we'll be back as soon as we possibly can.
Alrighty guys, we are getting into game number 2 right now between Numbers and Destiny. If you guys are on our YouTube page, make sure you are going to be doing those hashtag RO16s. We will be drawing our winner once we have the winner for at least this matchup right here.
As we do head into our game 2 of our quarterfinals, we of course got Numbers with the Numbers advantage, 1-0 up in this best of 3, just what they needed. Destiny do come out the gate swinging, however, managing to secure themselves an early advantage, but we've seen how fleeting those advantages can be.
Yeah, trying to get the kill right here on Caesar. Caesar going down. That was actually quite an interesting start to the game, because what I saw is they all went to the center part of the map. They all went to that center balcony. They were all just sniping across, and just the amount of kills coming in for the first few seconds was quite odd to see, especially since you would usually see people just jumping to the bottom part of the map, going to the back, not really being too aggressive for the first few seconds of the game.
Last time round for Numbers, we did see Gias coming through as the #1 player. So far, though, is actually managing to do this. I was going to say hasn't sort of started yet, but actually that changed very quickly. Now up 3-0, or 3-1, sorry, in this game, making good use of that rocket launcher and sniper combo to really nail the opposition very quickly.
Trying to shoot that RPG through the floor, trying to get these kills. Is not able to get any right away, but it is able to damage some of the players on the roof. Sultan is able to back off for a moment and recover his health. Destiny, they were ahead at the start of this right here. However, they're just slowly starting to fall behind. Sultan knows there's someone down here, tries to get the kill with a concussion grenade, does damage him, but when he does, stays alive.
Goofy stepping up for Numbers in this early part of the game, managing to pick up a whole bunch for themselves. Currently 5-2 in this game. Of course, over on Destiny, we've got some decent performances coming through as well. D Sultan, at the moment, with a 3-0 record. Pretty darn impressive as well, with D-Man rocking the 3 kills, but also 3 deaths, equalizing their contribution.
Caesar wanting to go down right here. However, he does need to be careful. They have quite a few players at the bottom of this part of the map. Looks like he's just being like he's doing his job as a recon player, scanning the bottom, telling his team where these enemy players are located, just so they have a general sense of where they are, just so they don't push in blindly. Zias peeking out for a moment, taking out Wrecked, who's just peeking on the side, waiting for a kill to peek out, but he did get punished for standing right there.
D-Man nailing Goofy from range there. A nice pickup for them. The more players, of course, from Numbers who can be taken out of commission, the better chance we've got for Destiny to be able to seize the advantage back. But considering how violent this game has been so far, relatively low kill numbers as we head past the 4-minute mark. D Sultan does pick up another one for Destiny, who kept the game pace relatively slow, but ever so slightly turning back in their favor as they manage to secure another kill.
One thing I've noticed about Zias right here is just the speed he's going at. There are quite a few perks you actually can stack with the heavy class, especially if you have the Impentum perk, which usually came from the Legion armor before, and if you have a perk that was class specific to heavy, that was only for the basic armor, however it can now be equipped anywhere. It gives you more speed the more kills you get, and compared to a usual normal heavy player, he seems to be quite speedy, as you see right here.
Yeah, absolutely running around the place. Did manage to pick up a kill with the airstrike, now operating at close quarters, able to duck in and out. I think really throwing Destiny off with that crazy speed, spinning around in circles. Eventually, we're going to see it turn away. No! Rex puts his down. Unfortunately, all that dancing didn't turn out too well as Destiny managed to pick up a couple more kills, inching them closer to Numbers' advantage.
You do see him respawn. He doesn't have as much speed as before, so he'll have to actually try to get some more kills if he wants to build up that that momentum he had earlier. We do still see Numbers ahead. Destiny still not being too aggressive at this point, even though they are behind. However, they do need to be careful about how they are timing this. If they wait too long, it might put unneeded pressure on them, unneeded stress, as they will need to push in for the final few moments to actually tie up the score.
Still a lot about GS in this game. 7-2. Pretty darn impressive, honestly. But we've got a pretty top-heavy table for both sides. Certainly, the top two players for Destiny, which would be in the form of Sultan and D-Man, both 7-1, 6 and 5. GS and Goofy and Haya, both, all three of them rather, performing well for numbers, allowing it for this advantage, this 6 kill advantage numbers have held on to for a while so far.
Numbers, they are able to pick up some kills, however it's not enough to really stop Destiny from actually bringing up the lead. Oh, never mind, as Goofy and a few other players, Zeos, picking up multiple kills, bring themselves 7 points ahead. We did see Destiny getting extremely close to that score before, however, Numbers was able to just shut them down, stop that momentum that Destiny was trying to build, especially for the final minute and a half of the game. Destiny, it's all on this right here. They really do need to step it up, pick up those 7 kills, at least try and tying up the game for this final minute.
Every time Destiny gets close to evening up this game, Numbers tear it away from them. Numbers, of course, are up a game in this quarterfinal, so they've got a lot of room to breathe. They haven't slowed them down at all, really putting the boot home to Destiny, managing to nearly get up to a 10 kill advantage with less than a minute left on the clock.
You see Destiny just trying their best, trying to pick up these final few kills, but Numbers looks like they're pulling out all the stops now. They have all their players switching classes to stuff that could play a bit more defensively, like the heavy class right here. On the bottom, we see Zeos pushing up as well, getting a double kill with the Com 4, and they're going to just continue on being aggressive, continue on pushing in. Zeos picking up another kill before he gets taken out, but he had his team behind him. His team was there to support him, wiping out the remaining Destiny members in that 1 second. And we do see at this point Destiny are falling too far behind to actually do anything about it, and Numbers taking the victory.
Wow, Destiny did not want to let the clock run out on that quarterfinal match, taking an even stronger game 2 than they had in game 1, winning by 34-50. Game 1 was 36-50. Destiny trying their hardest, but could not keep up with the pace that Numbers set in that last game. They didn't let up for a moment.
Well, pretty intense game between the two. We do know, however, who will be moving up in our brackets for today. We'll have to wait on that to get updated on the site. However, talking about the site, let's actually take a look at that, see if any other teams other than Numbers will be moving ahead right now. As we did just finish up a few matches, we might see some other changes as well.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll wait for a second to talk about it, but we have got some interesting quarterfinals developing. I did notice that ASN First Action actually didn't make it through the first round of competition.
Wow, I just realized that as well. So they did get taken out by Numbers. So Numbers, they will be continuing on their spree right here, taking down 2 tough teams, bringing them into the semifinals right here. It'll be pretty interesting to see who wins between OLG Glory and 1KL right here. That matchup, the quarterfinal matchup, is going on right now. Whoever wins that will be moving up to face Numbers. We also do see Sniping moving up against the Ross family to face Arm Sisters as well in the quarterfinals. And the only team we're really waiting on is Destruction U versus Severe to have our full quarterfinal matchup for today.
Oh, it's worth clarifying a point from earlier on. OLG Glory is the same team as Old Glory, apparently going for a little bit of a rebranding process, but still the dominant force that we've seen a few times before absolutely tear through the tournament. I'd be fascinated to see if we do see Old Glory take on Numbers, because I'm really impressed by what we've seen from Numbers so far.
Yeah, we'll have to see what happens once we do get into our next match, which hopefully should be shortly. If not, we will get into a custom match, which means anyone watching the stream will have a chance to join and play against the streamer, me and Counterfeit. Unless Counterfeit's going to be spectating again, we don't know. Possibly.
It's the tale We've heard before it's definitely not worthwhile me participating in these ones because I'm literally just there to be abused and possibly also teabagged during the course of the game. I think we're looking pretty good on the YouTube giveaway right now. Great to see so many of you guys entering. Haxel, do you think have we reached the end of our time for that giveaway number 1?
We are ending that right now. We're actually going to give it about, we'll give it another 30 seconds, like I always do. Just let those final few people coming in type in those hashtag RO16s into the chat, and we will be then drawing our winner for today. Make sure you are still around in the chat, especially if you have typed in your hashtag RO16, just so you can be there to claim your credits if you do win.
It looks like, unfortunately, all of the tournament matches have started. A bit of unfortunate timing on our part, so we may have to switch across to a custom game for our next installment of Modern Combat 5 action. But please do keep those entries coming in for the dying moments of our first giveaway on YouTube.
All right. 30 seconds. I'm actually gonna give it 30 seconds. Usually I gave it like a minute or 2 minutes after I say 30 seconds, but today we're actually going to be doing 30 seconds, meaning we're gonna be doing it right now. Rolling it right now. One lucky winner, 500 credits for Modern Combat 5, and that lucky winner will be ASW Araldo. Congratulations. Please post your dog tag into the chat. Please post your platform into the chat as well. I do see you in the chat as well, so congrats.
Yeah, very nicely done. And I'd like to point out, I appreciate Loke Gaming in the chat giving me some props for my PC Modern Combat 5 skills. Oh boy, you should see me running around on there, but on Android and iOS, not as an impressive performance. But still, we've got 3 more giveaways for today. Oh, and hello, what's this? We've got some news on the tournament matches. Perhaps we have been misled, because I think we're going to have for you guys, for your consumption, Elf Crew against Destruction U, that elusive quarterfinal we were wondering about before, I believe should be coming your way pretty darn soon.
Pretty darn soon indeed. We are going to take a short little break while we are getting all that match set up and everything. So we will be back in a few short moments. Congrats once again to Araldo. Just make sure you do post your dog tag and platform into the chat while we are setting up this next game. Alright, we are getting into our first game between Elf Crew and Destruction U. Destruction U and Severe taking a while to finish up their match, but they finally prevailed. Maybe they did get into an overtime, which did delay that final match from finishing up. But we finally do see them, and they are here to take on Elf Crew. Starting off with that first blood, both teams playing very, very cautiously, not really being too aggressive right now.
Yeah, Destruction U starting out pretty well. The Indian team taking on the Japanese Elf Crew, but Elf Crew are managing to steal back the lead pretty darn well. It's been a very heavy trade early on. Do you see Destruction U managing to sneak through a couple of extra kills? I wonder if we will see this more measured style of play continue, or if we'll get one of those breakout brawls that we're so used to seeing.
Yeah, right now Destruction U and Elf Crew just all watching this one doorway and just seeing if any of them could pass through. K getting a nice ricochet shot off the wall right there. Picking up another one as well. Taking out Supply. What? Getting a lot of kills right here. Being a massive help to his team. Also keeping himself safe by getting those wall shots. And just really, really nice plays by him.
We definitely missed the Dreadeye yesterday with his tier 5 weapons. Now with all of the fury of the Dreadeye to be able to bring out, honestly really impressive. It's taken a while for Kayaku and Lovegood to actually take any deaths early on in this match, doing very, very well for themselves, and a great start for Elf Crew.
Yeah, Destruction U, they did start out relatively well balanced, Elf. However, just a few kills from K just destroyed Destruction U, at least made them split apart quite a bit, and we do see they are now somewhat struggling to reorganize to get these kills. Elf continuously picking up these kills by their own. We have Elf players watching both entrances with the Dreadeyes, making it extremely difficult for any of these Destruction U players to actually escape from the spawn as well.
Elf Crew really starting to ramp up the pace in this game, one of our second quarterfinals taking place today. Elf Crew just methodically moving forwards, getting those Dreadeye ricochets down and really leaving nowhere safe for Destruction U, who are falling further and further behind in our game number 1.
Double the points right now that Elf has over Destruction U. Destruction U still has a chance of coming back. However, they will really need to step up their game right here. Picking up 3 kills in a row right there. Good way to actually start to come back. However, they will need to consistently do that from this point on if they want to try to tie up that score. Elf not going to want that, let that happen. Is going to be trying to take down as many as possible. Nell with the Dreadeye spamming down. We still do see some more of these double kills coming in from Destruction U, so they may still have a chance.
Destruction U keep on fighting despite being a significant distance behind. Elf Crew making great use of the sniper skills to really cut down the areas of safety for Destruction U. So far though, Elf managing to at least hold onto the lead, if not extend it further, and more of those Dreadeye ricochets are going to make more and more of the lead become insurmountable for Destruction U.
Only 10 more kills left for Elf to finish up this first game. And Elf is just going to be going in. Lovegood picking up a lot of kills with the Bear Power, the Bounty Hunter VIP weapon. He's going to be just pushing in, trying to get some more kills as well. Destruction U trying to fight back. We do see them picking up a nice double kill right there. Supply and OMG MIDI. However, only 6 kills. If they get killed 6 more times, 5 more times, 3 more times, it will be over for them, and Elf just racking in the kills.
It always felt like Elf were just waiting for this moment to absolutely blow this game up. With only 1 kill left in the game, all Destruction you really have to do at this point is just reconsider what got them to this stage. Elf Crew take a very decisive game number 1 in this quarterfinals. 50-29, a very strong performance.
Very strong performance indeed. The question is, will they be able to do the same for game number 2? Game number 2 going to be a team battle on rooftops. Kind of similar to the same match. Actually, I believe all the quarterfinal matchups have the same map lineup. So it will be kind of similar to another matchup we saw previously. The question is, will Destruction U be able to adjust to this map a bit better than the counterpart from before?
We're very much keeping eye on Lovegood in the second game we've got coming up. Didn't end up the top of the scoreboard just based on kills, but managed to keep their deaths down as well. A real big player coming out for Elf Crew. Destruction U need to pull out some sort of miracle on the rooftops if we're going to see ourselves taken through to a game 3.
Well, we'll see what happens in that game 2 right in a few short moments, as they are going to be setting up the match right now. Make sure you do head over to our Mob Crush page, as we are going to be starting our giveaway there as well. All you need to do is type in #quarter on our Mob Crush page for a chance to win 500 credits for Modern Combat 5. We are officially out of that RS16. We are officially into the quarters, so it is an appropriate time to actually start that off. We will be spectating a few tournament matches before we draw that winner, so keep that in mind as well.
Alright guys, please do stay tuned. We'll bring you that game number 2 as soon as possible. Please show your support, show the love for Elf Crew and Destruction U, our last remaining quarter finalists today. I hope we do get to see Destruction U pull it back, but it's looking pretty darn unlikely as Elf Crew continue to dominate today.
Well, second game, anything could happen right here. We'll just have to wait and see. Alright, we are in our second match between Elf and Destruction U. Destruction U's possibly last chance of coming back right here. Quick heads up, I think we're on the wrong map. So, maybe,
Yes,
maybe we're not going to be starting off right here, as we already do have players leaving the lobby.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Well, these things do happen. We'll just have to get a new lobby set up. And I think once all the players realize what's going on and quit out, so we'll just have to take another quick break while we wait for them to do that. Hopefully you guys are ready for this next quarterfinal match. As we saw before, Elf Crew come in with the momentum, with the advantage over Destruction U, but we'll have to wait a few more seconds as we do get a rehost to take us high up onto those rooftops.
I wasn't even paying attention to that at first. I was like, wait, didn't we just see this map between these two teams? And I was like, yeah, it's supposed to be rooftops. Oh, okay. But yeah, I do apologize for that, guys. I didn't even realize. I would have mentioned it to them. But we will be getting into game 2 as soon as they do fix that up and have it hosted. Alright, we are back again, and finally on the right map, finally on rooftops, for Destruction U versus Elf Crew, and once again, it is all up to Destruction U to really, to show themselves for this match right here, as Elf Crew did have quite a large victory for game number 1.
Yep, we are in game number 2 of our quarterfinals. Elf quarter pounding DU in the first match. The Indian team will have to make up a lot of ground with that one-game disadvantage, as mentioned before. Both teams a little too attached to the conversion match the first time round, so rooftops the second time will be the charm. A loft conversion, perhaps, to get ourselves started.
Destruction U trying to fortify themselves on the bottom part of the map. Elf Crew, however, they were able to pick up those first few kills, so they're not going to be as aggressive as before. They're just going to try to maybe bait out some of these members from Destruction U. We do see Rabbit peeking with the Dreadeye, picking up one, picking up two, maybe looking for a third right there, but maybe not seeing them through all that thick fog on the map.
I thought for a second we might see Rabbit pick up another kill, but a nice 3-0 streak to start off Elf Crew. Very, very nice. Got a little bit of interference running as we see Rabbit pick up another long-range Dreadeye kill. Rabbit's an absolute monster with the sniper.
Yeah, especially as all those people just keep on peeking out. They might not be able to see him through just the amount of fog there, or maybe just don't see him enough. Lovegood pushing in, getting a massive triple kill right there, just blowing up this game right here. 12-4 so far. Elf, now not being, who wasn't being aggressive earlier, is now being super aggressive, pushing into the spawn where Destruction U is and wiping them all out.
Wow, game number 1, Elf won pretty comfortably 50-29. Elf looked to be trying to put on a show for us in our second game on the rooftop, absolutely tearing the hearts out of Destruction U so far. The Indian team left stuttering in our game 2 of our second quarterfinals. It doesn't look like we're going to be seeing our way through to that third game and that scramble if things continue this way.
Rabbit just staying in a good spot with the sniper rifle. 5-0 right now. Looks like he is still on his kill streak, so that's going to just be benefiting his team once he does get that EMP strike. Destruction U still trying to think of a way to maybe reorganize, maybe come back from this game right here. We do see them pick up one kill, however they just still do need to be extremely careful heading on for the rest of this match right here. If Elf just does keep getting these multi-kills, it's going to be extremely difficult, as it already is, to come back from this game.
As you guys have been saying in the chat, it is going to be down to Destruction U to try and rush through these line of sniper shots coming from Elf. But Elf just cutting Destruction U to pieces every time Destruction U show their heads. We're going to need see some incredibly bold play coming out. Do see the occasional kill coming Destruction U's way, but Elf ahead by 17 kills. Honestly, it's just crazy, and we're not even halfway done with the match.
Well, actually, if you take a look at the score, Elf does have more than half of the points. If they pick up 20 more, that will be it for game number 2. The question is, will Destruction U be able to do anything about it? We do see Lovegood getting taken out right there. Destruction U only 16 points away. However, 16 points can be still quite a large amount, especially if they were so far behind starting off this match here.
A 20 kill advantage for Elf is absolutely crazy. We thought we'd seen the best of this that Elf could bring out, but so far we're just absolutely bonkers. Rabbit has actually finally managed to take their first death of the game, but it is going to be American Sniper. I believe 14-5 in this game. Absolutely ludicrous for Elf Crew.
Just insane the amount of kills Elf is picking up. They only need 7 more to finish up this game right here. Rabbit spotting a few at the bottom part of the map, picking up one, looking around, but it looks like his teammates were able to clean up the people in that area. Destruction U need to be careful about staying out in the open. American Sniper pushing in with the Firecracker, picking up one more kill, and only 2 left for Elf Crew.
Wow, Elf Crew, incredible in this quarterfinal match. Destruction U barely getting off the blocks before we see Elf Crew actually hit the score limit with more than 2 minutes left on the clock.
Just another strong victory from Elf Crew. They will be moving ahead to our semifinals for today. Congrats to them. Good try, however, by Destruction U. However, they will need to try a bit harder next time they do play.
Well, why don't we take a quick look across to our bracket and see how things are looking now that at least we know that Elf Crew will be advancing.
Alright, these brackets right here. Elf Crew advancing to the semifinals to face Armed Sisters. Armed Sisters taking out Sniping in the quarterfinal as well. So we will have a semifinal match for you guys set up in a few short moments once these brackets do get updated, once the scores does get validated. Going on, looks like the other few teams don't actually have any people in the semifinals yet. There was actually Numbers versus Destiny, so I think that still just needs to update, which is kind of odd that it hasn't updated yet. And then we also have 1KL versus Old Glory still going on right now as well.
Oh, that's true. I have to assume that a hard-working admin, nearly always it's going to be some kind of admin problems that are popping up, which is keeping the bracket from being updated. But yes, so far, the top side of the bracket has been tearing through the competition. I really interested to see if we do see that Old Glory, now as they're called, going up against the Numbers in our semi-final. But I'm also looking forward to Elf Crew against Armed Sisters. Elf Crew have been just absolutely bonkers so far. I wonder what Armed Sisters can show us to try and deal with that.
Well, we haven't seen them play today, but we did have a small little insight from last Cup. However, they might have changed up their gameplay style. So it's going to be all up to this semifinal match right here if we do get into it, to see how Elf Crew is able to stand up, how Armed Sisters is able to stand up against each other. And it'll be quite an interesting match to see.
Yes, I think we will actually be bringing you Elf Crew versus Armed Sisters. Since, as we noted before, the bottom side of the bracket is being a bit delayed, usually just by some dispute or other, which all the admins will be resolving. But we will, of course, bring you only the best games from the whole tournament as soon as we can get those ready for you.
Alrighty, we will be taking a short little break. Before we do enter that short little break, make sure you are typing in that hashtag quarter on our Mob Crush page. Do not worry, we have not forgotten about that. We are going to be spectating one more tournament match before we do draw that winner, so make sure you are getting those hashtag quarters onto that Mob Crush page so you can have a chance to win those 500 credits. If you don't know what our Mob Crush page is, it is mobcrush.com/modern_combat5. I will be around in the chats posting that link there as well if you do not exactly know how to type it. Alright, we are getting into that match right now between Arm Sisters and Elf Crew. Elf Crew going to be on the blue side. Arm Sisters going to be on the red side. And only 30 seconds into the match, and we already do have a lot of kills getting traded back and forth.
We've seen a very strong performance from Elf Crew so far. The Arm Sisters absolutely tearing them up to start things off. Some close range fighting, some Ver powers coming out. And so far it's been down to Erin for Arm Sisters with a 5-2 record. American Sniper, the best performer for Elf, actually struggling to get anything done in this game with a negative score so far. Elf Crew trying to find their way back into this game, but Arm Sisters hold on to that lead.
Just a lot of kills back and forth, not like something we've seen before. The fact that we've been seeing like these slower paced games, and now we're just seeing this action-packed, fast-paced streets match, it's just quite surprising to see. And just these trade kills are happening so quickly. The score is still relatively close between the two teams, so I wouldn't count Elf out just yet. Only a 3-point difference, even though Arm Sisters is trying to widen that lead even more.
It's still remaining very much neck and neck, but so many kills so early. I have to feel that this plays into Arm Sisters' favor. Elf Crew still staying behind by the same amount, constantly trading kills backwards and forward. Arm Sisters managing to slowly but surely build on that 3-kill lead, now a 4-kill. And if AMZ can keep this up all game long, keep trading those kills backwards and forwards, they'll keep staying in the lead.
Yeah, they have been able to stay in this lead so far for the entire match. The question is, will we see a resurge by Elf? Will Elf be able to at least pull ahead for a small enough moment just so they will take the lead right here, possibly take the victory as well? We are still rushing to the end of the score limit. Only 20 kills needed by Arm Sisters to finish up this match right here, and doesn't look like they're showing any signs of stopping.
We've seen the Elf Crew do know how to save their energy for the crucial point in the match, but that point is becoming harder and harder to reach as Arm Sisters build on that lead, managing to build up to 8 ahead. I think you're right. There's no way we see the end of the timer in this match as Arm Sisters build up to a 10-kill lead, 40-30. Elf Crew staggering in this game, one of the semi-finals.
Looks like we did have a player disconnect from Arm Sisters, however that hasn't stopped their momentum at all. Still rushing out. Serious being a bit unlucky right there, cooking the grenade, hitting the doorway, and taking himself out. We finally do see some Elf kills coming in. This might be a chance for them. Serious taking himself out, getting that nice double kill as well. Elf still not out of this just yet, still have a chance of coming back right here. However, it's up to these final few moments of the game as we see Arm Sisters only need 6 more kills to finish up this first match.
Nice flank there, catching out multiple members of Elf Crew in a hurry. The setup for Elf Crew almost felt like it was going to bring them back into the game. Rabbit doing work for Elf Crew, but it's still a huge distance to make up. 9 kills in the time it's going to take for Arm Sisters to pick up 3. It doesn't seem likely as we're getting kills traded backwards and forwards. Elf Crew need to retreat and find a place they don't give away kills, but they don't manage it. Arm Sisters go up 1-0 in our first semi-final of the day.
It was quite a close match though. Elf Crew, they had a chance of coming back all this time. They were able to finish the game relatively close as well, so I won't count them out for game number 2. They still do have quite a good chance of winning with the upcoming team battle construction site. Well, we'll have to wait and see how they do with that. It's going to take a few moments for them to get it up and hosted.
Really impressed by what we saw coming out from both sides there. Love good for Elf Crew. Erin for Arm Sisters. As you mentioned, very closely matched teams, and Elf Crew almost managed to make up at the end of the game for the perhaps a little lacking middle game, but I don't know if they can afford to play that kind of way against the Arm Sisters in game number 2 on the construction site.
Alright, before we actually do take our short little break, we will be drawing that Mob Crush giveaway winner. Now guys, on Mob Crush, you've all typed in those hashtag finals. At least hopefully you have. If you haven't already, you are now out of luck as we are going to be drawing that winner right now. And the winner for those 500 credits for Modern Combat 5 will be Loki Friezo. Loki Friezo, or Loke Friezo, congrats. All you need to do is post your dog tag into the chat. Post your platform into the chat as well.
Congratulations for our second winner of today. Great to see so many people entering over onto our Mob Crush platform. Of course, we still have those 2 giveaways to give away before we end out proceedings for Red Cup number 39. Do make sure that you throw your name in, throw your hat into the ring for that, because once they're gone, they're gone.
Let's actually take a look at our brackets for a short little moment, as we do have one team who have pushed up to the semifinals as well, at least the bottom semifinal part of the bracket. We do see OLG Glory pushing up, taking out 1KL, and now they're just waiting on that that match between Number and Destiny to get resolved. And once we have Number to move up, we will actually have a full semifinal bracket for today. And since we would have a full semifinal bracket, we can actually start our next giveaway. Our next giveaway for today will be on our Twitch page. All you need to do is head over to our Twitch page, twitch.tv/modern_combat5. Type in hashtag semi into the chat for a chance to win those 500 credits.
Even if you're planning on watching it on YouTube or Mob Crush or anywhere else, you can still enter in by just popping yourself across there, getting in that hashtag, and making sure your voice is heard. Your chance is taken for those 500 credits. Don't give away that chance. You can be part of it. There's oftentimes, especially going to get over there early, and make sure that you get that entry in. Don't forget and don't miss out.
Alright, we are going to be loading into game number 2 between Armed Sisters and Elf Crew. If you guys are joining up right now, make sure you do head over to our Twitch page. We are doing a giveaway. All you need to do is type in hashtag semi into the chat for a chance to win those 500 credits. We will be drawing it after we are done with these matchups for today.
Armed Sisters come into the second semi-final match on the construction site with a 1-game advantage, and they also take the first blood, setting themselves up very well. Last time round, the Armed Sisters put out a pretty dominating performance despite a last-minute comeback from Elf Crew. It wasn't enough to keep Elf Crew from losing out that game number 1.
Even though they did lose, it was still quite close. So Elf still does have a chance of coming back and bringing us to game 3 here. We do see any recon aircraft deployed by Elf. They will be able to tell where all these Armed Sisters players are. So this might be an opportunity for them to tie up the score, which they are able to do for just a moment before they get sniped. We do see Elf with being powerful as ever with the Sniper K, picking up a nice 2 kills right there, tying up the score. And now it's just really a battle for the lead.
It was ironic to see Rabbit, who has been the master of the sniper rifle, getting sniped out themselves. American Sniper getting a chance to get in a kill for Elf Crew themselves. Elf looking a little bit more happy over on the construction site than they were in the last game on the streets, perhaps getting a little bit more room to breathe. Armed Sisters not able to put down the same kind of pressure they were in game 1. And Elf are taking advantage, managing to pull themselves ahead into a small but significant lead.
Armed Sisters still just trying to keep control of the inside part of the construction site. Elf, however, after they've gotten that lead, they've stopped being as aggressive as before. We now just see them watching inside that construction site with these sniper rifles. Nell in the back, just making sure that no one's really escaping from any of these doorways. Has to be careful himself, though. There is one coming from all the way down there. He does take aim. He does take out Aaron before he does go down by that second player.
Those Trey kills so valuable as Rabbit manages to pick off Sirius. Very nice shooting there as Rabbit gets another headshot onto Aaron. Elf Crew looking a lot more confident in game 2. Now with that 6 kill, 7 kill advantage, those kill streaks are going to start coming in. Elf Crew really trying to get established in this game 2 and stop the 2-0 from Armed Sisters.
Just 10 points ahead, just a massive change compared to what we were seeing previous match. The thing is, last game was a very, very close range map. It was on streets. We couldn't really see too many snipers from Elf Crew, and we do see the dominance they have with the sniper rifles on this map, just keeping control of the outside portion, making it extremely difficult for Arm Sisters to come out and really deal any damage. And it's been working for them so far.
Rabbit does get taken out, the best performer for Elf Crew, as has been consistently for them. Of course, we've still got a lot of kills floating around for both sides so far. As you see Rabbit pick up another one for themselves. It's getting pretty insurmountable for Arm Sisters. We see Arm Sisters do manage to pick up a little kill of their own. Rabbit still doing so much work. Of course, American Sniper with a roughly similar score, but with a lot more deaths, meaning Arm Sisters have the smallest of chances of coming back. But honestly, it's getting too crazy. Elf nearly up to 30 kills already.
Yeah, Arm Sisters still just struggling to find these kills. Has to be really careful about peeking out as well, because as soon as they do have someone really just push out, they just all get sniped down. What's been giving Elf Crew such a huge advantage on this map so far, the fact that they're keeping control of this balcony, the fact that no one's really able to get up here as well, is because they do also have players like American Sniper just defending them with closer range weapons like the Bear Power and the KOG. American Sniper still punishing some players on the balcony, trying to snipe his friends before he does get taken down, but he still is able to pick up that trade kill.
Elf Crew almost threatening to double the kills of Arm Sisters in this game too. The Sisters must have come in pretty confident after that game 1 performance, but Elf Crew just a totally different team, closing in on that 40 kill mark. I think we've got a real possibility of seeing Elf Crew manage to take this way before the timer runs out. And it's just like the previous game, with the roles switched around. Arm Sisters struggling to find anything. Will we see an Arm Sister resurgence in the last couple of minutes, or will it be just a clean sweep for Elf?
Well, they have 10 more kills to make some sort of a difference. We do have Sirius trying to push up from the side. However, Sasuke is just there to deny him, shut him down right away. We can see him respawning extremely quick, trying to rush in, but he just gets killed immediately. Just almost feeding kills at this point, as he's going to just continuously try to rush in, try to pick up these final few kills as he can.
Sirius does manage to pick up a couple, but Elf Crew looking to try and shut down any chances of an Arm Sisters comeback in this game 2 of the semi-finals. This construction site has been so good for Elf all game long, able to just really take advantage of every nook and cranny. Arm Sisters do manage to pick up a couple of kills, but it's way too late for them, surely. A minute and a half left on the clock. Elf Crew need to only tidy up a few kills to make this a 1-1 series.
Yeah, Elf, they're just going to be still staying back. They have no reason to rush unless they want to be finishing up these kills faster, but we still don't really see them pushing up too much. Rabbit spotting one in the back, trying to go for the kill. He is able to take him down. Only 2 kills left remaining for Elf. We do see some Elf putting some pressure on these players who are pushing up. Rabbit kind of getting stuck in this back corner, trying to go in for the kill. However, he does get taken down. Only 1 more kill needed for Elf to finish up this game.
Rabbit getting caught in the headlights a little bit towards the end of the game, but I have to feel like it's going to be night lights for AMZ. Arm Sisters taken out in the second game. We are going through to a game 3, and what a series it's been so far.
What a series indeed, but we'll have to see how both teams perform on Game 3. Game 3 will be a rush on Vantage, another long-range type of map. So will we see another Elf Crew dominated match, or will Arm Sisters be able to adjust, maybe have some snipers of their own to counteract the play from Elf Crew?
And it will, of course, as a decider match, be played on this rush game mode, which will be elimination style, so both teams going to have to adapt from what they're used to with these team battles to try and bring everything to bear on this third decisive game.
Before we take a break while that match is getting set up, just wanting to let you guys know one more time, we are doing a giveaway on our Twitch page. All you need to do is head over to our Twitch page, twitch.tv/modern_combat5, and type in #semi for a chance to win 500 credits for the game. you don't know what our Twitch page is, I will be around the chats typing in that link, so you can just click on it and head over there a bit easier.
All you have to do is just enter in #Semi a single time, and you'll have all the entries you need. I can see a lot of you guys very enthusiastic about entering in multiple times. Unfortunately, that will not increase your chances of winning out because of the way in which we run these competitions. So feel free just to enter in a single time, and then you can retreat back to your platform of choice. We'll, of course, be announcing the winner across all platforms. So do make your way across the Twitch, even if you're watching on YouTube, Facebook, or Mobcrush.
Alright, here we go with game number 3 between Armed Sisters and Elf Crew. We did see two intense matches between these two teams, and it is now all up to this one.
We are on the rush for a third and decisive game of our semi-finals. We've seen both these teams, Armed Sisters and Elf Crew, pull out really good performances. Armed Sisters in game 1, Elf Crew in game number 2. Now it's down to game number 3 to see who can take this one home. See Asuka pick up a kill. Elf Crew starting out this first round right.
Yeah, we have seen Armed Sisters still trying to be aggressive, still trying to push up. However, that's not really the way you want to be playing on this map, at least for the most part. And they do get punched for it. They do get left with only 2 more players remaining. However, they are able to capture the relay. So that is one advantage they do have over the 2 players that they are down. Sirius just going to be watching this staircase right here, making sure that no one's going to be pushing up. He does spot that player on the minimap, but he does know that there is someone around the corner.
Yeah, honestly, I'm impressed by what we're seeing for Armed Sisters to be able to actually secure that central objective. Once that timer runs out, they will win the first round. Perhaps Elf Crew concentrating so much on securing those early kills that they've taken their eyes off the prize. But that's not perhaps going to be the case for American Sniper put in the ground. But Asuka managed to trade the kill back. So it does mean we've only got Illy staying on the field for Armed Sisters as the last few seconds run out, and he does take a kill onto Rabbit. Elf Crew are capturing up that relay, realizing what they need to do to win, but Illy gets another kill. Asuka, the only one left, a few seconds, but no, they stop capturing, and that means it's going across.
Oh wait, not yet. No, they were able to neutralize it. Yeah, they were able to neutralize it.
Oh boy, a 1v1 sniper battle. I think I did notice that, I think it was Loke mentioning this is a great map for a 1v1 sniper battle, and that's exactly what we've got as Asuka gets the final crucial shot. Elf go up 1-0 in this best of 5 rush game mode.
That was quite a good play, however, by Illy, but the fact that we did see Elf neutralize it in the final few seconds, not needing to capture it, was somewhat risky, but it did help them bait out the final player from Armed Sisters, did help them set up and get that round 1. Now it's up to them again to not let that happen. They don't want to get stuck in another situation where Armed Sisters is able to capture the relay extremely quickly, then have to try to rush in the final few seconds to capture it back.
In this second round, we've already seen Rabbit being taken out, but the numbers still in favor of Elf Crew. Asuka 3-0 in this game mode so far, doing real good work. Still up and running as Remy managed to take out American Sniper. Still incredibly close between the 2 teams, but it is going to be the Armed Sisters who managed to hold onto the central location. I don't think they quite managed to capture the relay to force the hand of Elf Crew, but Elf with a massive numbers advantage, 3-on-1, rushing through to the center, but this could be giving the Armed Sisters a chance they can to punish the aggression.
One thing that they have to be careful about is they don't exactly know where Remy was. Remy positioning himself in a really great spot, getting a nice double headshot kill, tying up the score, at least the advantage right here. However, it's K with the sniper just peeking back. He is able to get the final shot off, winning that second round.
What an impressive performance from Remy, going 1v3 and almost managing to snatch back that round 2 for AMZ. Very impressive. I think Elf Crew got a little bit overconfident with the huge numbers advantage. Really impressive, but Elf Crew now up 2-0 in this best of 5 game mode. Means we could easily be seeing the end of the semifinals at the end of this particular round.
One thing that really we've been seeing Elf Crew have this entire time is each time Armed Sisters is down by more players than Elf Crew is, and that's really what's I feel like what's putting them back. We do see Armed Sisters always having these almost clutch comebacks, but just falling just that short. If they are able to keep enough players for the final few moments of this game right here, they might have a chance of actually coming back. However, it's going to be another difficult situation, being a 1v4.
Wow, American Snipers really stepped up in this semi-final match. 7-2 in this game mode, vastly outstripping anybody else playing. American Sniper just really showing off their skills. And that will be a 3-0 victory for Elf Crew. Taking the third and final semi-final game. Armed Sisters put up a hell of a fight, but they are going to have to say goodbye for now.
Quite an intense match by those two teams. I was actually quite surprised. Armed Sisters, especially with those 2 times they almost came back with round 1 and round 2. However, it was just not enough. They were so close they could almost taste it, but they just fell short for this time.
Well, we've had one exciting semi-final. Why don't we take a quick jump across and have a look and see what's going on the other side of things. I think Numbers and Old Glory certainly have been put through. We'll have to check and see how their game is going, because it may well actually be in progress right now.
If we are able to get into that match, we will do so. If not, do not worry, guys. We will be hosting a custom match. Also, guys, on Twitch, do not forget, all you need to do is type in #semi into the chat. We will be drawing the winner for that in about 30 seconds while we are checking the progress of this match. So make sure you do type that into the chat right now. Alright, looks like we won't be able to get into that second semifinal match for today, but do not worry, we have a custom match up and ready to go. If you guys want to get in this lobby, all you need to do is type in the password, which is usually the same as always, ESL123 to get in the match.
Yep, it will be another free-for-all, another chance to deliver unto Hacksaw all of those bottled up feelings you've been keeping all stream long by throwing some grenades at his head and making sure that he doesn't come out on top, which I think I've only seen happen maybe once or twice so far. It's not an easy thing to win a free-for-all.
That is true, especially with that new perk for Recon that I'm still salty about, but I'll have to deal with anyways because people will be using it. Anyways, guys, we will be drawing our Twitch giveaway winner right now, so if you haven't typed in #semi, you are now out of luck, as we do have our winner for today. Our winner for today for those 500 credits will be MC5 Gamer Pro. MC5 Gamer Pro, congrats on being our Twitch giveaway winner. Please, all you need to do is post your dog tag into the chat, post your platform into the chat as well. Congrats on being our Twitch winner today. Now guys, on Twitch who didn't win, do not worry, you still have one more chance of winning later on today. We actually can start off that giveaway right now on our Facebook page. We're gonna actually be, I'll actually type that into the chat as well for Facebook. All you need to do is type in #finals into our Facebook chat for a chance to win 500 credits for Modern Combat 5. That giveaway is live now.
Of course, we will keep you guys entertained with this custom game, hopefully up into the start of that final, because with that other semi-final in progress currently between Numbers and Old Glory, I'd love to be surprised and see Numbers manage to knock Old Glory down, but everything we've seen so far suggests we are going to be seeing Old Glory making it all the way through to that finals to face off against Elf Crew. Please let us know, who do you think is going to win out in that case, or do you think Numbers will surprise us all and make the way to the finals themselves?
We'll have to wait a few moments to see exactly what does happen, but right now we get to see me playing on this. There's a guy right in front of me. He just teleported, but doesn't matter. I somehow get a double kill, which I'll accept any day. A free double kill is a good double kill. There's a guy above me, but I can't really deal with him right now. Actually, I could deal with him if I go through this doorway. I have to be careful, though. He had 1% HP! Oh, I dropped the ball right there. Alright. I still believe I could win. I just need to be extremely careful and also not get backstabbed. I don't know how I haven't died, but I'm not dead yet. But now I am, so man.
There you go. Still not a bad start to proceedings, up there with the big boys with a couple of kills so far. Kai's is going to steal away that #1 spot, but of course, with it being so early on in this free-for-all, that #1 placement, incredibly volatile.
Yeah, as long as I get a few more kills, it should be relatively easy. This guy is standing still, but my device freezes. What is this? It's like it's trying to make me lose, man. My phone overheating. It's too OP. Oh my gosh, there's a guy right here. I probably should just start shooting at him, but now he knows I'm here because I don't have that perk. There's two guys here. Can I shoot at one of them? I got one of them. That's enough. I'm going to back off for now. Never mind, backing off is never a good idea because there's always going to be someone behind you. Alright. Hello there. Hello there, sir. Sir Tingle just rushing in, mowing me down. His massive amount of HP.
Have you heard the good word about killing Hacksaw from behind?
Yes, he has, but he actually killed me from the front, so that's a mistake on my part, actually.
Oh, well, there you go. That's a disappointing development, perhaps.
It came from behind, but it was a grenade, so I don't know. Man, it's always...
you tried to backstab a grenade. That's a risky strategy. Didn't pay off this time around, and Hacksaw struggling to stay alive long enough to really make an impact as we move forward with this free-for-all. Still only 3 kills away from the lead, but in 6th place, 7th place, as this game moving pretty darn quickly.
I got a double kill there again. Like any double kill is a good double kill, so I'll take it. I did get taken out right after though, but I'll try to continue on my obviously great rampage.
The Tower of Terror is a tower that Haxor will have to climb. 7 to 10 in this game. Not honestly too far behind Zentik, who's occupying the #1 spot with 11 kills. Zentik keeping his or her own death down pretty darn low so far. But Haxor is on the hunt, Zor, looking for more kills. Does manage to find another person.
My sensitivity so low. What the heck?
Oh no! No! Pistol, and it's too late for Haxor this time round.
Man, I can't. Look, he's shooting at me, the ground at me as well, especially because I was shooting an entire clip. I missed the entire clip, and he still takes me down as well. Jeez. You know what? We're gonna do this just for now. We're gonna increase that sensitivity, just because my phone is being laggier from 61 to 68. Maybe then just enough to compensate for some of the lag. Maybe not, because I can just get backstabbed right away.
I think we have got our pass key for our upcoming finals in the mail to us right now. I'm going to have a quick check and see who it is. It is, as expected, Old Glory, the former Old Glory, making it through to make it an all-Japanese finals. As Elf Crew take on Old Glory, we will, of course, be heading over there as soon as possible, which I think will mean we'll have to leave the mystery of could Haxor win this free-for-all for another time.
You know, I felt like I could have done it. I had a chance of doing it, but not now. I guess not now. Maybe at the end we'll see a full free-for-all. So we're just gonna be heading over to that right now. It will take a few moments to set up, so we will take a short little break. Guys on Facebook, make sure you are typing in those hashtag finals into our Facebook chat for a chance to win those 500 credits for the game, as that giveaway is going on right now, and we will be on our way to the finals. Alright, we are in our first finals game for today. Elf Crew versus Old Glory. First blood going to Old Glory. However, they are able to quickly trade that up, as we do see Elf with the sniper rifles as always.
Starting out very evenly, 2 apiece. Both these teams giving each other a lot of respect, but we do see Old Glory picking up a couple of untraded kills and another Elf Crew perhaps playing into Old Glory's play style as Old Glory starts slamming in even more kills. Elf Crew at a standstill right now, desperately trying to get something back. They do take out Rye, but now with the disadvantage, Olga are going to have to see if they can push it even further.
We do know from their previous playstyle, from their previous tournaments, that Old Glory is a very, very aggressive type of team. They do like rushing in, they like pushing in on the enemy team. Elf, however, likes being the snipers, so it's really going to be who really prevails right here, the defensive players or the really offensive players. We do see Old Glory just pushing in, Rusi getting these nice double kills with the firecracker, spotting another one right there, backing off, letting his teammate help him out while he is at low HP.
Nell with the best performance of Elf so far, going 3-2, but Rusey for Old Glory 7-0, 8-0 in this game. Absolutely ludicrous. Going down for the first time to Nell, but it may be too late. The death knell for Elf is very close in this game, one of our grand finals.
A 7-kill difference, 6-kill. Oh, never mind. We just see the score rapidly changing. Old Glory picking up a kill with a concussion grenade. They are still just continuously rushing in. However, they do need to be careful. We do see Elf picking up some momentum now, as they are starting to switch from these snipers to these more close range classes. Asuka having the recon class, Rabbit having the recon class as well, being a bit more aggressive themselves. So let's see if they are actually able to counteract Old Glory's aggressive playstyle.
Elf realizing they need to make something change if they're going to stand any chance of winning this game 1 on the conversion. Perhaps it might be enough, but Old Glory still giving the run for money. 2 kills coming through. Rabbit, of course, a big part of that, as he has been for all the time long. But Nell as well, keeping pace, American Sniper as well. But Rusey still remains a massive threat for Old Glory. I don't know if they're going to be able to put them down. Well, okay. What's going on? Suddenly, Elf pick up 4 traded back, and now Elf Crew are in the lead after being behind for a long time.
You're just switching up those classes, switching to maybe a bit more close range, aggressive playstyle helped Elf out quite a bit so far. At first they did have a lot of snipers that was kind of weighing them down, especially once we did see Old Glory being aggressive, pushing in extremely close and taking down those snipers. However, now we see Elf pushing in themselves, getting a lot of these kills. Old Glory is still trying to fight back for the lead. They are able to take it back for just a moment, but Elf just going to be tying up the score constantly.
Oh my god! So many kills in a short amount of time. Absolute butchery taking place in our very first game. These two teams tearing chunks out of each other. Elf Crew not giving up without a fight. Actually managed to bring it back to Old Glory, managing to really assert themselves and start taking the lead exactly when it counts as we pass the halfway mark time-wise, but we head really close towards hitting that kill mark already.
Old Glory picking up a double kill right there with the firecracker. They do need to be careful. As long as Elf still maintains this lead, they will have the advantage. Elf they're going to continue on pushing in. Old Glory not being as coordinated as we've seen previously. Previously, they would usually stay as a group, they would push as a group, and they would do extremely massive amounts of damage that way. Right now, we see them really spread apart, and since they are spread thin, it does help Elf pick up these kills slightly easier.
Both teams streaking past the 40 kill mark, neck and neck towards that 50 kill limit. Elf Crew in the right position to be able to take this game on. Will we see Old Glory manage to come back? We do see Jin coming up the stairs and manages to catch up from behind. Old Glory sneak back into the lead. 46 to 44. 45 going to be the next one picked up from Elf there, who do respond, but perhaps that last catch will be enough to secure the game one for Old Glory.
Old Glory only needs one more kill to finish off this game. Meanwhile, Elf does need only 2 more. The question is, who will get the final few kills? Old Glory only needing 1 more. Looks like they might have been able to get it right there, and they did. Old Glory taking out Elf Crew in game number 1. 50 to 48, a very close game between the two teams. However, Old Glory was able to pull through by such a small margin.
Again, we're seeing such an impressive performance coming out from Elf Rabbit. In particular, the whole of the Elf team stepped up into a very difficult game and almost managed it just with that catch round the back, catching their firing squad napping, not covering every single entrance and allowing Old Glory to steal away a game that could have easily gone either way. We will be heading to the rooftops for our game 2 of our grand finals. It is best of 5, and we're just getting started.
Alright, getting into this game number 2, we're ready to have some kills getting traded off in the first 30 seconds. Elf Crew having the lead this match, maybe being able to have adjusted to Old Glory's aggressive play style, and it's working out quite well for them so far.
Elf Crew over on the red side really need to make this second game count. We've seen so often the Elf Crew try and save themselves for the last seconds of the match and leave themselves too big of an obstacle to get across. Maybe just maybe we will see a stronger performance in the early game this time round. But Old Glory making up a lot of that distance that Elf Crew have managed to get out of the gate. Airstrike's going to be coming in. If it catches a few more as Rai does get a kill onto Rabbit. And we've got Asuka getting taken out as well. Old Glory equalize very early on.
Even with that massive lead that Elf had at the beginning of the match, we did see Old Glory picking up quite a few kills. So if they are able to continue on that momentum, they might actually take a quite a significant lead over Elf Crew. We do see Rai, instead of them being aggressive like before, Rai now just staying in the back with the sniper rifle, picking off those shots while his team is keeping the rest of the players distracted.
It's got to be disheartening for Elf, who started out this game 2 of our grand finals so strongly, to now be fighting from behind once again. Now just fighting not to fall further into the deficit. We do see Kaiko being taken out to give Old Glory one more kill as things finally start to slow down just a little bit, with Old Glory starting to take the reins of this game 2. Rabbit does manage to get a trade kill back, but it's been a little while since Elf have really managed to accomplish too much in the recent past.
This is actually one thing new from Old Glory. We haven't actually seen them be this defensive in... I don't think we've ever seen them be this defensive before. Usually when we have seen their playstyle from the previous tournaments, they've been very, very aggressive. They would just push in as a team, wipe out as many players as possible. But now we have a lot more people using these longer range rifles, trying to stay a bit further back, trying to stay behind cover as well. And it is working out for them, and they have taken a 9-point lead already over Elf Crew.
Wow. Honestly, I'm astonished at how poorly this is going for Elf Crew. Old Glory really stamping their authority on this rooftops, looking to try and drive any hope from Elf of being able to equalize this best-of-5 series. Rabbit still working incredibly hard for Elf Crew with a 7-6 record, but Rain has been the big pickup for Old Glory, 10-6 in this game, getting the job done, and every weapon for Old Glory being used to its potential. Snipers, shotguns, and the pistols coming out to try and make sure Elf Crew can't find their way back in.
It's a 10-point difference between both teams. Old Glory now going kind of back to their old playstyle, as we do see Elf Crew getting kind of pressured to the bottom part of the map, trying to rush down and get some kills. However, it looks like they aren't really pushing as a team. Those individual players are pretty easy to get taken out, and that is what we've been seeing so far. Elf maybe trying to fortify the bottom part of the map. Old Glory not really, they don't really need to rush in at this point, as they still do have that lead. However, we still do see some players pushing in.
Old Glory with the 8-kill advantage, 3 minutes left on the clock. The smallest of chances for Elf Crew to come back and make this into a 1-all series. Elf Crew perhaps shocked by the sheer ferocity being displayed by Old Glory so far into this game. Old Glory moving past the 40-kill mark, the 10-kill advantage over across onto Elf. It's looking very dicey for Elf's chances.
Old Glory just keeping control of this match so far. Just the way they were able to change the flow of the game. They started it off that they were behind. They were able to then play defensively, come back, build a lead, and then go back to their original aggressive play style. Just it's quite surprising to see how fast they were able to adjust to the playstyle on this map, how fast they were able to adjust to Elf. Elf not adjusting fast enough, however, and we do see the results of that.
Wow, and just like that, our second game of our grand finals is over. 50-37 in favor of Old Glory. A much more decisive game than that game number 1. Old Glory really impressing. We will be heading to Museum for our game number 3. Elf on the precipice of being knocked out of competition here. Old Glory showing exactly what brought them this far.
Alright, heading into game number 3 between Elf Crew and Old Glory. We do already have both players in the match, or both teams in the match. Old Glory, however, getting that first blood with the PR-39, and they are going to start being a bit more aggressive. You just see them pushing in as a group. This is a classic Old Glory we've seen before. Asuka, however, trying to shut them down with the sniper rifle. He does have the range, however, he's going to be backing off as he doesn't have the support right now.
Elf Crew getting destroyed on the rooftops in the last game now, fighting for the survival in this best of 5 grand finals. Still at least able to cut off that aggression of Old Glory to start off with, and a nice grenade puts Elf back into contention. Rain, though, comes through and picks up 2 kills in a hurry. Rabbit stepping up for Elf. We've got so many kills in the first minute of the match, swinging backwards and forwards. Nothing in it for both of these teams.
Elf spotting a few right there. Nell getting taken out by Rain. Old Glory starting to build up their lead a bit more. However, it's not enough right now, but never mind. We do see another triple kill coming in from Old Glory. I thought Elf might have had a chance of coming back a bit easier. However, Old Glory is going to keep on trying to shut them down, keep on trying to make that incredibly more difficult, as we do see them pushing in and picking up all of these kills.
It's all about OLG Rain right now. 8-3 in this game. Rusei for Old Glory as well, 5-1. Just with those 2 players carrying Old Glory through this game 3 of our grand finals. Old Glory up 2 games to nothing. This will decide the finals if they can make it all the way through.
Yeah, and this is what we've usually been seeing before. Them pushing in as a group, staying really clumped up, but not too close so they get collateraled or killed by grenades. And it's been a very, very effective method in the past, and we do seeing it being effective again today. Regal pushing in right here with the PR-39 with the flash suppressor. He's able to take up 2 of them right there, back off while his team is pushing up to support him. He spots a lot of players down there, and just look at this. Old Glory pushing as a team. Great team play by them, putting a lot of pressure on these Elf members.
Wow. Game 1. Elf Crew managed to pull Old Glory through to a 2-kill difference. Game 2, it was a 13-kill difference. Old Glory looking to try and make this Game 3 beyond question to make them your champions today. Elf Crew struggling to find any advantage point to even fight from in this game. Old Glory just putting down so much pressure. Elf, though, suddenly do pick up 3 kills by themselves. It's going to start getting really aggressively traded, but Old Glory has such a massive lead already. I don't know if Elf have got it in them to pull us through to a Game 4.
We do see some kills finally coming back from Elf. However, they still are quite a bit away. 15 kills away from Old Glory's score. Old Glory only needing 10 kills to finish up this game, and they are, looks like they are well on their way to finishing up this game, as we do see Rai just sniping down, but however, Rabbit taking him out.
Good lord. Rain has got 21 kills in this game and 9 deaths. That is obscene. I just don't know what happens to Old Glory without Rain in this game, who's absolutely ludicrous so far. Running around the place with a pistol just with that little bit of extra speed. Manages to just tear up so much. And the only way I could see this working for Elf is if they can somehow just avoid running into Rain. But that's not happening at all. Rain able to just absolutely tear them up. Elf so close to losing. Old Glory looking to really stamp through Elf. It's almost done. We almost have your champions, and we do. Old Glory take the grand finals 3-0.
Either it was just a really great team play and Rain was taking a lot of people's kills, or Rain just pretty much was Old Glory's team right there. 26 kills, more than half the kills they needed to win that game that he was able to achieve. We do see a lot of the some of the other players like Kiri and Rai not picking up as many, so maybe just the balance was kind of skewed, especially with the way that they were playing, pushing in as a team. But still a massive lead by Old Glory for taking game number 3 against Elf Crew.
Wow, what a finals. A very impressive performance from Elf, particularly in the early games, but I think it took everything from them to just try and keep up with Old Glory in our grand finals. Old Glory just putting the boot further and further home, as predicted, winning out that third game by the largest margin yet. Elf Crew have got a long way to go, I think, before they're going to be able to take down a monster that is Old Glory.
They did come close with that the first few matches. However, it was not enough in the end. However, we will have next week to see if they do come back refreshed, come back refined, see if they have what it takes to take out Old Glory again, if Old Glory is actually going to be in our Red Cup once again.
Alright guys, I think we have got, I believe, our Facebook giveaway to resolve, but we will also have another custom game to tie this out for this evening. Hope you guys have been enjoying it so far, and that you'll stick with us right through to the finish line.
We are going to be setting up that custom game right now. We are going to do that final custom game before we draw our Facebook winner. If you guys haven't heard about the Facebook giveaway, I recommend you check out our Facebook page right now, facebook.com/moderncombat. All you need to do is go to our live video, type in #finals into the chat for a chance to win 500 credits for Modern Combat 5. We will be drawing the winner after we have this next custom finish done and over with. In the meantime, we will take a short little break while we are setting that up, while you guys are joining up as well. Alrighty, guys. This is going to be the last match for today, the last full free-for-all. We'll see what has to happen right here, or at least we're going to see what's going to happen right here. I'm going to be using that Bramson again because I feel like I'm a bit more successful with this. Alrighty. Let's see exactly what happens. We are in this first game. If you guys still want to join up the match, there should still be room. All you need to do is type in ESL123 for the match password to get in this lobby right now.
Do come and join. We finally got a chance for Haxel to play out a whole free-for-all, and it'd be great for you guys to be there to make sure that he gets backstabbed as often as possible. Still, this game's starting out pretty well. Actually, Haxel being the one who's turning up behind everybody else, as the meme goes.
That guy was actually looking in my direction, and then he turned around and, like, I don't know why he turned around, the one I killed previously, but it worked out in my favor. But you see, I just lose that one-on-one gunfight with him when he was looking at me with that PR-39. Alright, I'm going to try my best right now while my phone's not overheated yet, but it will start slowly getting warmer over time. You see, I'm not a terrible player when my device isn't, like, super toasty. Alright.
Going pretty well so far. Actually managed to hold on to that #1 spot. That kill, though, eluding Haxel at the last second. It looks to be a pretty darn even match so far, with everybody vying for that #1 spot early on.
True. Alright. I'm going to try to continue on this right here. Should I reload the Bramson? You know, I have enough time to actually do that. They were trying to look back there. This is a heavy player with invincibility. I don't know where exactly I should go. Where is that guy? There was a guy in the back over here. Looks like he was having a party with this guy, so I'm just going to take them both out. I'm starting to fall behind, though. I'm getting a lot of kills this game compared to the previous ones. However, I still do need to be extremely careful about how I go about this right here. I need to get these double kills, triple kills, if I want to try to take the lead back. Oh, no!
Oh, denied. I think you probably just fed that kill into someone else. But I like what you were doing before, using the pillars to kind of catch your way across and make sure that nobody's going to be able to find you. And the spray and pray strategy working out pretty darn well so far.
Alright, I'm going to use this as cover. Maybe not. He's going to try to shoot me. No, he gets a headshot! 60%
with the pistol
HP.
As well.
Yeah, true. Headshots are quite overpowered in this, as they will instantly kill any player you hit them with. I think there's only, like, maybe 1 or 2 guns in this game that will do just enough so that their damage can't instantly kill you with a headshot. And that's a Tier 1 SMG, which is dreadful to use. I would never recommend it. It's terrible. And then there's also I believe one of the pistols has really, really low damage. Where are these guys coming from? They're all around me.
You get to see how important that positioning is in these free-for-alls. Being able to just find the opposition when they're transitioning around the place and not be in the way of that transition. Very, very important. Saxo does manage to find a couple of unwitting victims, will not pick up the kill and will actually fall victim themselves to another shot from behind.
Alright, let's see. I was pretty far ahead before. I'm starting to fall behind as I'm not getting as many. Oh, what the heck was that? That was me screwing up my aim. At least I kind of recovered right there. But I need to really step it up if I want any chance of trying to get in the lead here. There's going to be a guy coming from back here. Let's try to get him somehow. 13% HP! Oh! Getting shut down by that guy.
Yep, and immediately you're going to die to somebody else. But it's not insurmountable in this game. You're only going to be 5 kills behind the leader. But we perhaps do need a change of strategy if that's going to happen.
Yeah, I really need to step it up. As soon as I jump down, I get taken out, however. That guy was ready for me, using the grinder, the assault weapon that's just crazy, crazy strong. A lot of grinder used right here. This guy is just going ham with this thing.
Grinding way towards victory. We do have a 7-kill deficit to make up in the next 2 minutes and 40 seconds. Do you guys think Haxel can do it? Can you come out and join us? ESL123 will get you into the last moments of this match to try and play spoiler, or perhaps Kingmaker, in fact.
Looks like one of the players on the recon players have picked up the grinder themselves. I should probably do that. If I'm able to kill that grinder player, I'll pick up the grinder. It's a strong weapon compared to the Bramson. I want to see if I could do some work with it. If I could actually aim now, we'd finally see the effects of my sensitivity degrading with this overheating phone. But we'll see if I can actually continue on. Oh, I got two.
Oh,
I'll pick up this.
nicely.
I'll pick up this.
All right. Let's see if we can make it count as someone walks right into your lap. Zentic, actually the #1 player, the great one to be able to take off the table for a few seconds in this free-for-all. Less than 2 minutes left for Haxor to make up 9 kills. He needs to get 10 to get in the lead. That's not the way it happens.
I just forgot I don't have the Oni armor on. So every time I try to pick up a prestige weapon, it would explode. And that's actually what happened right there. That's why I was at such low HP, because it exploded on me. Which, rookie mistake right there. Rookie mistake. Usually you would have the Oni armor on, as it is quite a strong armor. However, it was not the case this time.
Ooh. Zentic, of all people, the one to trade back the kill on you, extending that lead up in the top, but still... guys, you should notice that Haxor's actually in 4th place right now, which is pretty respectable considering how chaotic these free-for-alls are.
I do need to be careful. There's a guy with a grinder like right around this corner. He's going to be pre-firing. He kills you in 2 shots.
Ooh.
That grinder is nasty, man. It's such a strong weapon. Alright. I still need to see if I can find some more kills. I'm not really finding... I was finding a lot of people at first getting these double kills and stuff, but now it's not as much as before. This guy, he had invincibility for a few seconds, so I had to wait for him to actually lose that. This guy spawned right in front of me, but he probably will win as he gets a random headshot, because random headshots always win.
Zentic making it count now, 10 ahead of Haxor. Still, perhaps we might see Haxor sneak through into a 3rd place if we're very lucky. 18 kills, so pretty impressive so far. 15 left on the clock to make it count. Will Haxor sneak ahead? No, not this time. But still, not a bad performance.
Yeah, I did okay. At least I did better than the previous matches, I believe. I didn't go negative, so that's also another bonus for today. However, good job Zentic for doing extremely good, 29-14. Also the face dude, I'll just call him Emote for now. Emote did extremely well as well. So good job to all the people who played. Anyways, guys, that will be our final custom game for today. That will also be bringing us into our final giveaway. If you guys haven't typed in #finals for our Facebook page, now it is too late, as we are going to be drawing that final winner and getting our final person for today for the 500 credits.
Alright, drum roll, please. I can see you guys talking in the the YouTube. So let's find out who our lucky final winner after our grand finals is gonna be.
And looks like we do have our winner. Our final winner for today for those 500 credits will be Matthias Inki. Oh my gosh, your last name is so long. Holy heck. Wait, I'm gonna send it to you. Tell me what you think of this.
I'm probably gonna do an even worse job of it, but hey, I appreciate how much effort you put into that name. Oh my lord. Dialinicatus?
That sounds like it. But yeah, congrats to Matas Dialinicatus. I'm gonna just say it for now, like that for now. I'm gonna spell it out as well. Dilinikatis. Congrats on being our final Facebook giveaway winner for today. Please post your dog tag and platform into the chat. I'll also make sure to tag you on Facebook, just so you know you won. Congrats. All you need to do, post those dog tags, post that platform into the chat as well, and you can claim your credits. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you guys did enjoy the stream for today. Don't forget to check us out later on today. We will be doing our Go For Modern Combat 5 Blue Cup in just about 3 hours. 3 hours, 30 minutes, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
It's been really fun to bring bring this to you today, to see Old Glory manage to capture our hearts and our gold for Red Cup number 39. Very much interested to see how this is going to change for the Blue Cup later on. But anyway, I have been Peter Counterfeit Hartnell, and I've been very happy to join Haxel for today's broadcast.
Anyways, guys, hopefully we will see some of you later on today with our Blue Cup. We'll have more giveaways, more action-packed gameplay as well. One more time, I hope you guys did enjoy the stream. This is Hax, and hopefully I'll see you next time. Peace.